Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm Ashley and today I want to share with you what I have read in August and what I plan to read in September. So grab a chair and let's get cozy. So I didn't even want to film this because August was such a horrible reading month, but I really enjoy talking about books, and so I figured that I really needed to share with y'all what I read in August, as small and puny as it might be, and what I'm planning to read in September. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it, even though it'll probably be a fairly short video today. So for August, I started out the month with the X-Files Origins Agent of Chaos. I really loved this because I am a huge X-Files fan. I just love the X-Files and Mulder and Scully. And so this follows Mulder when he is a senior in high school. He's 17 years old, and it follows kind of how he gets his idea of going into college and what to do, just sharing a week-long event in his life as a teenager. So it's very interesting, and like I said, I loved it. I rated it 4 stars because I enjoyed getting to kind of see into the background of Mulder and his younger years, kind of what made him the way he was, even though we have a pretty good idea from the TV series. I really just enjoyed like getting a more in-depth view of him. So I enjoyed this book. I'm really looking forward to the other X-Files, Devil's Advocate with Scully. I've heard mixed reviews, but we'll see. So this was my first book of August. The second book and the last book that I read in August, like I said, August was a terrible reading month. I just didn't feel like reading. I read a lot for work stuff, and so I just didn't feel like reading after I got off of work. But I did manage to finish the next in my series, 44 Cranberry Point. And the Debbie McAmor Cedar Cove series, and I really enjoyed this. We had a lot of stuff going on in this, I want to call it an episode, in this book of the series. We went to Bob and Peggy Belden's house, and we've been hearing a lot from them. Sorry, my dog is moving all around. We've been hearing a lot from them. They had a stranger that came to their house, and I don't want to say much more, but they do run a bed and breakfast, so it's not weird that they had a stranger come to their house. But they have an unusual event around this stranger, and it just gets crazy. And again, I don't want to say a lot because if you are planning to read this series, which I highly recommend so far, I love Debbie McAmor's books, and I have enjoyed 1 through 3, and then again 4. I rated this a 4 star, so this is the 4th book in the series of 44 Cranberry Point. So yeah, I don't want to say a whole lot, but we're obviously staying around the same characters in Cedar Cove, and I really loved hearing from Bob and Peggy Belden. I just love them. I read another series that takes place in Cedar Cove where they are also in the series, and I loved them from that series, so I couldn't wait to read this one, and it did not disappoint. It was definitely a 4 star, definitely really awesome. So for the fact that I only read 2 books, actually, I take that back. I did start another book, but I didn't finish it in August, so I'm counting it as a September book. But I only read 2 books in August, so I only plan to read 2 books in September just because I know that I'm going to continue to be reading a lot in work, and I just really haven't felt like reading when I get off because I've been reading all day for 8 hours. So I don't feel it, even though I enjoy reading, especially like fiction books, I just haven't been feeling it recently. And I'm hoping that as my reading load goes down at work, my pleasure reading will continue to go up. But at this time, I don't see that happening quite yet. I still have a lot of reading to do at work. So in any case, the books that I am reading this month, the first one is Peach Cobbler Murder. I had this on my July TBR, and then it was on my August TBR, and I started it in August, and I actually finished it this month. So I will wait to give you a review on that next month, but this was on my September TBR. The next one, I am continuing in the Harry Potter series. So Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets is on my September TBR. And then the third book, or second book, is Midnight at the Blackbird Cafe. So if you have heard anything about, I'm sure most people know about Harry Potter, I'm just really late in starting this one, but this also has a bit of magical realism, and so I'm kind of getting into the fall mood with a little bit of magic, kind of light stuff, not hard fantasy or anything, but just a little touch of magic, just enough to get into the kind of spooky fall spirit for October. So these are the two books that I am planning on reading this month. This video is actually coming out a little bit late because work and all, but so I hope to be able to finish these two for the remainder of the month, hopefully. And I hope you enjoyed this short, quick video talking about a few books, and I will see y'all again in my next video. Bye, guys.